Caitlin Clark was not happy at all. Caitlin Clark was not happy at all right here.
Do that. So the Indiana Fever come into here after losing 3 of those left. You can call a timeout. That's what Aegon about.
Breaking news from the WNBA, things almost got out of hand last night. Caitlin Clark looked ready to charge straight at the ball referee after a controversial call, and it took her teammate Aaliyah Boston physically stepping in to stop her. The crowd went silent, players froze, and cameras caught every second. This wasn't just a normal disagreement, this was raw emotion spilling over on national television, and it might change everything. Here's what went down. The Fever were in the middle of a heated game. Every possession mattered. Clark felt she'd been fouled on a drive, no whistle came, and then seconds later, the bald referee called a ticky-tack foul against her on defense. Clark snapped. She stormed toward the official, pointing, yelling, ready to confront him head-on. That's when Aaliyah Boston, the team's leader, grabbed her, held her back, and told her to breathe. Fans saw the fire in Caitlin's eyes. This was more than frustration, it was fury. And for a moment, everyone thought she might get ejected. But the real story is what happened next. This isn't just about one bad call. Caitlin Clark has been the center of WNBA attention all season. Rookies don't usually get star treatment, but they also don't usually get hammered every possession. Opponents are physical with her, refs have been inconsistent, and every night the spotlight is on her. Add in the pressure of carrying a franchise like Indiana, and you've got a boiling pot. So when that call went against her, it wasn't just one play, it was months of built-up frustration exploding in front of millions. But here's why Boston's intervention is so important. Right after the game, teammates rallied around Clark. Kelsey Mitchell told reporters, "Caitlin's a competitor, she hates to lose, and we all got her back." Boston simply said, "That's my sister. I wasn't gonna let her get herself in trouble." On social media, the reactions were wild. One fan tweeted, "Let Caitlin cook, refs been targeting her all year." Another wrote, "Boston just saved Clark from the suspension list. MVP move." Clips went viral instantly, millions of views on TikTok, Instagram Reels, Twitter. Everyone had an opinion. And that wave of attention set up the next firestorm. Sports media went off. ESPN ran a full segment debating whether Clark is being unfairly targeted by refs. Bleacher Report pushed the headline, "Clark nearly explodes on ref saved by Boston." Talk shows questioned if this is the start of a WNBA versus Caitlin narrative. Analysts said the league needs her on the floor, not in suspension. And suddenly, this wasn't just a Fever story, it was the story of the night across all sports. But the media heat is just one part. The real concern is what comes next for Clark and the Fever. Here's the scary part. If Boston hadn't stepped in, Clark might have made contact with the ref. That's an automatic suspension. The Fever are fighting for playoff position, and losing Clark even for one game could be devastating. The league office will definitely review the tape, maybe even have a private word with her. Don't forget, the WNBA wants Caitlin as the face of the league, but they also want her under control. The balance is tricky. Will this change how refs handle her, or will it make them even stricter? That's the million-dollar question. We've seen moments like this before. Think back to Diana Taurasi getting ejected for snapping at refs. Or NBA legends like Rasheed Wallace, who built reputations as ref fighters. But here's the difference. Caitlin is still a rookie, still building her brand. One wrong move and she risks being painted as difficult instead of competitive. This could be the turning point in how she's perceived both by officials and by fans. History shows us these moments can define careers. But the real issue is how Clark responds moving forward. So, what does this mean for the Fever and the league? For Indiana, it proves Boston's leadership is priceless. She literally kept their star safe from disaster. For the WNBA, it highlights the tension between Clark's superstar aura and the league's old guard. Refs are under pressure, players are targeting her physically, and fans are dissecting every whistle. This league has never had someone like Caitlin Clark. The spotlight is bigger than ever, and it's only going to grow. The question is, can Clark channel this fire into dominance without letting it boil over? Here's the twist, this story isn't over. The Fever's next game will be watched like a playoff final. Refs know the spotlight is on them. Opponents will test Clark even harder. And fans? They're waiting to see if she snaps again or proves she can rise above it. Boston might have saved her once, but how many times can she step in? The shocking part is, this might just be the beginning of a bigger storm. Give fans a peek inside the Fever locker room after the incident. What was the mood? Did Clark apologize? Did Boston give a speech? You can build tension around, we may never know exactly what was said, but sources close to the team hinted, show how rival players and even NBA stars reacted. Example, imagine a quote from a veteran saying, "Refs have been hard on rookies forever, Caitlin has to learn," or a rival tweeting a sly "welcome to the league" message. So, Caitlin Clark nearly ran up on the ref, Aaliyah Boston pulled her back, and the WNBA world hasn't stopped talking since. Was this just a rookie boiling over? Or the start of a much larger clash between superstar power and league control? One thing's for sure, the next time Clark takes the floor, everyone will be watching.